The 21 trillion number comes from the Department of Defense's Office of Inspector General, the OIG. Although, as Forbes magazine pointed out, after Mark Skidmore began inquiring about the report, the OIG's webpage was mysteriously taken down. Oh, really? Funny how that works. Funny. That had to be a weird day in the office, you know? Hey guys, did you see the Forbes article saying we've misplaced $21 trillion? This fake news is really getting ridiculous, isn't it? Guys? Take down the goddamn website! Take down the goddamn website! But luckily, people had already grabbed copies of that report before it was taken down, which you can see right here. My favorite part is that right after that front page of the report, it says, of a report saying that $6.5 trillion is unaccounted for in 1 year. Right below that, they have a fraud and waste hotline that you can call. Could you imagine the type of fraud and waste that they must hear on that hotline? 21 trillion sounds bananas. It's totally insane. And like I said, almost no mainstream media outlets have touched this story. Some, such as NPR, have covered the audit, but even that they treated with kid gloves. The US government established requirements for each agency to present financial statements back in the 1990s. But for more than 20 years, the Department of Defense has lagged other agencies. Lagged? Yeah, they lagged behind for 20 years in terms of reporting that they were involved in the largest fucking robbery in history. It's funny how bank robbers always lag behind when turning themselves in, isn't it? Former Secretary of Defense Robert Gates claims he tried to bring efficiency and transparency to the Pentagon. In a speech in 2011, he talked about how it went.
My staff and I learned that it was nearly impossible to get accurate information and answers to questions such as how much money did you spend and how many people do you have?
Point is, nobody knows where this money is flying around the Pentagon. Congress doesn't even oversee it at all, really. I mean, you can get more on this story from David DeGraw's website, Changemaker.Media, which is where I got a lot of my info because the mainstream corporate media cannot talk about this because they are mouthpieces for the weapons industry.